This video is going to explain how to create your main document that you will be merging with your data source that was created in the previous video. In your main document, it's going to be a letter. We were in step 3 of 6. We created our data source. Now we're going to go ahead and click on Next, Write Your Letter. Now, these are fields that you can add into your letter. One thing I want to stress, make sure you use the proper formatting for letters when you do a mail merge. So we want to come down 2 inches, so we're going to get our Enter key 3 times. We're going to insert the date. We are doing 76 drill 1, which is on page, the letter is on page 371. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down, we're going to key in our date, which is April 6th. And as I stated in earlier, whenever you see that dash, you are going to go ahead and complete it with the current year. We're going to press Enter 2 times. Now, there are 2 ways that you can insert your address block. One is demonstrated on page 370, where you can go in and you can actually click on More Items from your mail merge, Write Your Letter, and you can click on Title and Insert, close, and then you would space after the title, go in and click on the first name, insert, close, space, go in and click on last name, insert, close. Now, you would use the Shift-Enter key, so you would remove that line, Shift-Enter, and then you could go in and you could go in and click the company name, and then you would hit Shift-Enter, address line 1, city, state, and zip. You could do it that way, or, and I'm going to delete this out, you could go in, and I want to delete that Shift-Enter, you could go in and you could click on Address Block. Address Block would show you exactly what is being put into the address block. The name of who it's addressed to, the company, the address, city, state, and zip. So you could look at that and you could preview each one as to how it's going to look, all of the records in that data source. So you could preview those. And right here you could determine what you want in there. If you want to insert the company name, insert the postal address, and you can click OK. However, if you do it this way, the one thing you're going to need to do is highlight your address block. You're going to need to go to your home, and you're going to need to remove space after. Then you're going to hit Enter and look at where your cursor is. You would enter your salutation there. You would click up and add space before. Then you can go back to your mailings, and you would go in and click on greeting line. It gives you an example of what your greeting line is going to look like. Now notice there's a comma after it. We don't use a comma in a business letter, so you would click on your down arrow. If you were using mixed punctuation, you would put a colon. If you were using open, you would put none, and we're going to do none. And here again, you can preview what your greeting lines are going to look like for each letter. Click OK. Hit Enter once, and you would begin keying your letter. When you get down to the first line, thank you for, and I'll go ahead and key that in. Now, you would insert this field called speech, and you would go to more items, and you would click on speech and insert. and then make sure you hit the space after. Now, one thing that is helpful when you're doing this is on the mail merge ribbon, if you go to highlight merge fields, it shows you the merge fields that you have highlighted in your letter. I like using that because I find it very helpful in knowing where my merged fields are. Also, when you preview your letters, and I'm just going to do a quick preview right here, even though this is not finished, preview, it would show you exactly what fields were entered where your placeholders are. So that's very helpful by clicking on the highlight merge fields. I'm not going to complete this whole letter. I think from these instructions you should be able to figure out how to do this. One thing you want to do when you're done with the letter is go to File, go to Save As, make sure you're saving this either on your computer or your jump drive. And as I had stated earlier, we want to go to, I'm in the wrong jump drive. We want to go to our Module 13, Lesson 76, and you would name this 76 Drill 1 Main Document, and then hit Save. So just remember, you want to have a main document, a data source, and a merge document for each lesson that you are doing. If you have any trouble with merging, let me know. I would be happy to help you.